Hi, this is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today. I'm in Las Vegas at the PubCon conference with Glenn Alsup, who's an expert in search. And I wanted to ask you about international search. How can a small to medium business take advantage of the global nature of search?
Well, I don't think that all companies are suitable for international search, i.e., many local services that don't have a product that they sell globally, it wouldn't be applicable. But companies that want to take their products and sell them globally, international search is a wonderful opportunity for them.
So how would this work?
Well, we know that about 30% of searches on the web are done in English. But we know that those people that search in other languages often will speak English. So at the bare minimum, we recommend to our customers to take advantage of content management systems to localize and translate their titles and descriptions so the search engines in those countries can index their pages. So, for example, if someone's searching in Spanish for a product that you sell and you have it in Spanish and they can get to your site, many times they're very willing to read your content on your site, but they would have never seen you if you hadn't been in that search index.
So is this essentially the same page that has titles and meta tags in different languages, yes, or do you have separate pages, yes, each with the language specific?
Well, at a bare minimum, we're saying that you should translate and localize your page titles and meta descriptions. It's always best to localize as much content as possible.
Now, if you're leaving the page itself in English, say, are you going to get in trouble with search engines for having duplicate content?
No, I think the search engines won't index you if they don't think that the content is applicable. So many of the local search engines, i.e. Baidu, Naver, Yandex, won't index English titles in their search engine results pages. So what you're trying to do is, in a very discrete market, try to get your titles as highly ranked as possible, and then getting the customer to your site. Now, it's always best to have all that content translated, but in some cases you can't, and in many cases those folks that are multilingual will look for your
So
product.
with a content management system, you could set up an English section and a Spanish section and a Norwegian section, and in each of those sections you're going to have at least then the title and the meta tags are going to be in that particular language.
Yes.
And then if you start getting more business from those areas, you'll translate those whole pages.
And most content management systems allow you to correlate content to page titles or to a base language. So again, it's always best to localize just as much as possible, right, but a little can go a long way in this international search space. Now, larger companies, to get to the next level, what they do, many of the larger companies will have regional translators that use that same content management system. But today, many folks are starting to use an Excel IFF file to create an intermediate file that can go to a translation company that can then migrate the content out to their translators in the native language, then aggregate that content back and bring it into your content management system. Because most translation companies have their own applications for localizing content. That way they can build glossary of terms that make content specific to the customer that they're serving.
Well, it sounds fascinating, and I'm sure we're just scratching the surface. But one of the things that always fascinated me about the web since I started in 1995 is the huge reach of the web. And for instance, I do online Bible studies. Got one going now that has people from 70 countries. We'll have 85 countries by the time I finish the sign-ups for it.
Wonderful
and
example.
there's a huge market out there,
Right.
and for companies that are prepared to take advantage of it, what a wonderful opportunity.
Yes.
Well, thanks, Glenn, for sharing with us. Tell me about your business and what you do.
We're a small web development company in Denver, Colorado. We offer content management systems, e-marketing, and usability analysis.
All right. Thanks so much for sharing with us.
No problem.
This is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today.